So, I've been recovering from a mental health crisis recently, partly triggered by chronic illness, and I've been relearning what self care actually means. Not just the pretty stuff, but the practical, sustainable stuff that I can upkeep. And I thought, alright, maybe it's time to feel a little bit more like myself again. Yeah? So, I walked into a nail salon. And it's been a minute since my last visit, so I asked the lady for a quote and I immediately walked back out. I'm not about to spend £100 just to feel put together, just to spend it all again in 2 to 3 weeks so I don't feel grubby when it all grows out. That's not self-care, that's financial sabotage. No sir. £27 for acrylics, 23 quid for gel polish, and 39 for a pedi with gel polish. And don't forget designs, which are from 5 quid up. And that's not even touching brows, lashes, makeup, just my nail grooming. I used to go to the same salon before 2020 and I've never spent more than £45 a visit. It's literally more than doubled. No sir. Went straight to my Amazon basket and I realised that everything I added up, even a new e-file, cost less than the one salon visit. Now let me back it up a bit. I've always been a nail girly, okay? Took a nail tech course in the early 2000s when I had my son as a teenager. Got a diploma, thought it'd be a great career path, teen, single mom and all that. But turns out I can't sit in a chair longer than 5 minutes, so I never pursued it seriously. But still, I've always known the basics and I trained on acrylics and I've always had my nails done, especially because I worked most of my life full-time in a gym as a trainer and consultant. Image was everything. But I hate beauty appointments, hair, nails, lashes, sitting still for that long, absolute torture. I did it because it was easier than grooming myself every day. Wake up, shower, brush hair, done. That was my shortcut. But back to the basket, I finally got myself this gorgeous Saviland e-file for 50 quid. And it's been in my basket for months and months. And yes, I missed the £5 voucher, so absolutely flustered about that. But whatever, he's stunning anyway. Total upgrade from the beat up one that I've been using since 2020. Also grabbed 600 full cover tips in 2 shapes for a £5. Some toe tips for 4 quid. I only use them on my big toes since my natural ones are prone to ingrowns. Used to get them acrylic at the salon too, but couldn't afford that nowadays, and I treated myself to this Beatles pastel gel polish set. Comes with the base and top coat. Been wanting it for months. I've tried loads on Amazon brands and honestly Beatles is my fave so far. Didn't need to buy glue, dehydrator, primer or a lamp, already had those in my stash. But even if you're starting from scratch, you can do it cheaper than I did, because remember, I replaced my e-file and this was a total upgrade. And so the method we are going to use is full coverage tips with a gel overlay. Out of all the methods I've tried, this is by far my favorite. If you're a beginner or like me, relearning after years, this is the easiest way to get a salon quality look at home. I use this method as press-ons, using the gel glue, same process, just not overlay. And guess what? If your nail prep's solid, they don't pop off in public. I've had sets last almost as long as salon acrylics. Here's my personal challenge. How many sets can I actually get out of this stash? And I don't mean my personal stash, but more so the things that I just purchased off of Amazon. How long will each set last? And is the DIY route really worth it versus going back to the salon? Meaning, can I be consistent and actually do my own nails? My point is, I'm not here doing tutorials. I'm just showing you guys what I've decided to do. If it inspires someone else in a similar boat, whether you're struggling financially, stuck at home for health reasons, or just fed up with beauty appointments, then that's a win. And also, I'm doing this to feel human again, to see if I can make this motivate me to be consistent, to look down at my hands and feel like me. And I get to do it on my own terms, my time, my budget. It would be nice to know in the comments how you guys are coping with grooming upkeep, practicing self-care, especially if you like me struggle in public places. Leave a comment. Self-care isn't about spending money you don't have to meet a standard someone else set. It's about reclaiming your routine in a way that works for you. If you're curious to find out how my challenge went, give me a follow. Let's see how many sets of nails I can create out of these supplies. Stay tuned for the first video of me creating the very first set of nails out of this stash. Anyways, catch you in the comments. Until the next one, bye bye for now.